Hey guys, welcome to day 19 and part 5 of the Supremacy 1914 Let's Play. First things first, I got yet another microphone. This one is a USB cord, so that staticky sound in the background is now gone. And plus also, I got new processing abilities, which means this might be looking a lot nicer than beforehand. So, big news. Remember when I said I wished Austria and Sweden would have stayed people countries? Well, turns out that two people joined last night. One as Austria and one as Sweden. This leads to some interesting things now. So, Austria, I saw him last night, was moving all of his troops away from my border and putting them in the Balkans and in Italy, which is no real surprise. Maybe he really thinks he should take some points now before it's too late because the points are kind of running up against him. And so I fear nothing of him right now. And luckily, I have artillery, which means I can win any sort of battle with him. And Sweden hasn't moved any troops whatsoever. My spies say he hasn't moved anything. He hasn't moved anything towards Denmark. He hasn't done anything. So that leads me to believe that possibly in 2 days he's just going to leave the game, which would be kind of sad. It would be really cool if we can have all the the full server and everything. All right. So, I guess first things first, and an average let's play is got to move all the troops to the front lines now. So I'm just going to do that now. Yeah. Actually, what you can do is you can right click, and you see this little scrolly thing. You collect all the troops in the area, and go like that, and unleft click, and then you've got all four of them. Or how many ever you have. Alright, so let's do that again in France. Oh, wait, we got that one. There we go. So 7 in this one, alright. Let's send that to Lily. Okay, there we go. So now that all the troops are on the front, let's talk about the actual front. I invaded Ireland and succeeded greatly. Now, England has moved 10,000 troops to Ireland to defend, however, that's half as many as I have. Um, I called off the invasion of Irvine, however, I did put an economical sabotage spy in there to get rid of some gasoline and steal some money, which is fine. I called off the invasion because my morale was too low, and being at sea kind of lowers your morale. Oh, there's a guy, sorry. Being at sea kind of lowers your morale, which is really bad. I would have gotten there with like a 40% morale. Then we would have just like sat there and lost in invading them. And England invaded Brest. I think this is his last able-bodied full man invasion with 35,000 men. He came right along, right about here, right in. You guys can't see my mouse, but he came right along the coast, not near the city, but well, you see the artillery. He landed on the right side of the artillery, and I basically put 3,000 men along the borderline and let the artillery shell them for 4 hours before they landed, and he just got battered. So now the total amount of casualties for the power game with England in the war, I've lost 145,000 men, which is, yeah, a lot. But England has lost 255,000 men. That's insane. That's almost like that's over 100,000 more than me. 110,000 more. That's really pathetic. And also, really good news. Yesterday, I only had 330 power points. Spain had 383. And then today, good news. I had 358, and he only had 387. He went up 4 points, and I went up a lot more. So I'm trying to catch up with him, you know? And soon enough, I'll probably be in front of him. Because of this invasion of England, I'll just have more points than him, you know? And plus, I also have more provinces right now. I've got 34, he's got 30. Alright. So, next, let's explain Denmark. Denmark is interesting. Russia is beating the crap out of him up here. My friend Dynex, yeah. He's taking the capital, he's taking Kuopio, and he's about to take Nikoslat, whatever, however you pronounce that, which is great. But, however, you would think now I have enough troops to invade Denmark, right? Well, yeah, I do. I've got like 50,000 men. I mean, including the ones that are coming right now. And one artillery. I mean, he doesn't have anywhere near that much. He's got maybe 45,000 men in artillery, but still. I'm not doing that yet because I want to see if Sweden is going to try to take it for its own. Once Sweden tries to take it, I'm going to rush through and take Hamburg and Aarhus first, and then I'll let Sweden have Aalborg. You know, let Sweden basically know who's boss and who's in control. I just hope Sweden doesn't take it at all, and if he doesn't take it in 2 days, I'm just going to go ahead and go with the invasion. Speaking of invasions, very soon I'm going to invade the United Kingdom. I have no idea how I'm going to do it, but maybe we can just plan it out right now. An invasion of Scotland at the same exact time would be so helpful. Maybe if I increase their morale over here in Amsterdam, those 30,000 can take your Viens, and then I can land along the English coast with artillery, shell them, as all the troops pull out, invade Bridgingham from The Hague, and then invade Portsmouth and Cardiff from Brest, along with the artillery going to Cardiff. And maybe also, if I can spare an artillery, send it to Ireland. And then the Irish shall invade Liverpool, and someone else, maybe in Antwerp, can invade Manchester. I know, big plans. If the more I split them up, the better I'll be. Oh, and plus I'm also really low on fuel. I also need to get some fuel. I'll ask Russia in an hour or so. He's always a good friend. He'll at least send me enough to keep me afloat so my morale doesn't go down. Yeah, right now the stock market, it's pretty empty on fuel. Basically Spain's hogging all of the fuel, and now that he's taking Sicily, he's basically got even more fuel left over. This is pathetic. Basically my hope is for this game is that Austria and Russia are going to swoon down, on Bulgaria, Serbia, Ottoman Empire, and Greece, and basically take those provinces. And Italy will be stuck all on its own in this corner. Spain will be stuck down there. And that's just fine by me. Right now, all I want is to get into first place. I mean, if I can get into first place as France, then I've proved something about myself. Oh, and let's explain how I got so many PowerPoints over the last night. Basically, I've been building all these railroads, and railroads give you points, and I do believe in higher morale also does. So as you can see, I've got trains building everywhere. Not everywhere, but pretty much everywhere. I mean, I'm building something almost everywhere. The more I do this, just the higher... Nope, nothing over there. Just the higher the PowerPoints eventually get. Alright, well, that's all for day 18 and part 4 of the Supremacy 1914 Let's Play. I'll be back soon. Come, Sir Tom. Take care.